And a good day to you. I'm Jonathan Masaki, filling in for Ashley Nagaoka this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. A vigil to remember Alex Pretti, who was shot to death last Saturday in Minneapolis, took place at the state capitol this morning. The event, which ended just about an hour ago, began with this prayer.
Source of all life, creator of light and hope, our strength, our rock, our redeemer, we come before you as broken people.
The Aloha for Alex, a day of remembrance and action vigil, was hosted by the Hawaii Coalition for Immigrant Rights, the Hawaii ACLU, and the Legal Clinic of Hawaii. It was a time to honor Pretti and to remember the 30-plus people who died in ICE custody over the past year. There were many guest speakers on hand, including Governor Josh Green.
I'm grateful to the people of our state for coming here today and for watching and for standing in solidarity with one another. We should be angry, we are hurting, and it's right for us to search for answers.
Several others joined Governor Green on calling on the White House to stop the ongoing violence in Minneapolis. And new at noon, one person is in critical condition after a shooting involving the Border Patrol in Aravaca, Arizona. The shooting happened at about 7:30 a.m. near the U.S.-Mexico border. Officials confirmed an individual was taken by medical helicopter to a trauma center for treatment. The FBI and the local sheriff's department are on the scene and confirm Border Patrol's involvement. As unrest grows over the recent killings of U.S. citizens in Minnesota, some major shakeups are underway within the Trump administration. The top border official is being sent back to his former role out of the state. Ian Lee has the latest.
Demonstrators in the Twin Cities are getting a bit of what they demanded. Some of the 800 Customs and Border Protection agents sent as part of a larger federal force are leaving, including Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino.
Any decrease in the numbers and the severity is just a huge relief to the community that's been suffering for months now.
Now on the ground, President Trump's border czar Tom Homan, sent to manage operations and work with local leaders.
He's meeting with the governor and he's meeting with the mayor.
President Trump says he'll be paying attention to the investigation into Alex Pretti's death. The 37-year-old intensive care nurse was shot and killed by agents on Saturday.
I'm going to be watching over it. I want a very honorable and honest investigation. I have to see it myself.
After meeting with Homan, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz reiterated his priorities: impartial investigations into the shooting deaths and a reduction in federal forces. Justice Department officials have said they are not investigating Renee Good's death. Minneapolis criminal defense attorney Rachel Moran says Pretti's case should be in the hands of state investigators.
It's not good practice to have the same agency that may have committed a crime investigating the crime.
Pretti's younger sister released a statement today, saying in part that the disgusting lies spread about her brother after his death were gut-wrenching, and that her family is grateful so many people have stood up and helped tell his truth. Ian Lee, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Here's a quick look at our winds outside right now. We've got overall Kona flow out of the south, but pretty light. We're seeing winds between 5 to 10 miles per hour, a little bit breezier over in Lihue, out of the south around 14 miles per hour. So we're going to see it get a little bit warmer going forward over the next couple of days. You can see in our first alert windcast, we're going to continue to see these southerly and southwesterly winds going into Tuesday evening. Weaker winds in the overnight, building in strength as we're going into Wednesday afternoon. This is all ahead of another front that's going to be moving in Thursday into Friday. It's going to be approaching the island chain and bringing a few showers to parts of the state, but relatively dry out there right now. I'll give you the details coming up.
Mahalo nui, Drew. Governor Josh Green delivered his fourth State of the State address yesterday, his last one before he runs for re-election. With a 56% approval rating and no serious challengers, our Darrell Huff says Green looked for common ground to unite lawmakers.
The Honorable Josh Green.
After a warm welcome, the governor got quickly serious by bringing up unrest in Minnesota.
No matter what our political ideology, I believe we should all pray for and work toward peaceful engagement in our nation. So please join me in a moment of contemplation.
He broke the silence with a deep sigh.
Thank you for that. Whew. Again, so much gratitude for all of you.
Later, the governor said he was thinking of mass shootings, political violence, and division over immigration.
I feel like part of America is slipping away, and that's what made me also sad.
He said federal budget cutbacks cost Hawaii $3 billion, which means the state can't afford all the tax cuts now on the books.
These and all previous tax cuts will be completely preserved. But, thank you, brother. But that we pause the tax cuts planned for 2027 through 2029. What this amounts to is the fairest, most responsible, and most compassionate approach to dealing with the challenges that the feds have created.
We should not be Indian givers and pull back those promises. Let those tax breaks go into effect to give relief to Hawaii's working families.
Democrats say they're still waiting for the details of Green's financial plan.
Well, we've been requesting it since October, so hopefully soon we're going to have to start making decisions.
But the speech was mostly celebratory, especially over the green fee tourist tax.
We passed the nation's first green fee, the largest dedicated source of revenue to fund climate action.
Is it going to be more environmental protection? Is it going to be climate change and wildfire mitigation? So these are going to be really tough conversations that we're going to have over the next few months.
The governor is also promising more investment in housing, especially for Hawaiian homes, and predicted tens of thousands more units are coming.
We are building new housing in Hawaii at a scale not seen in decades.
The governor said his goal as he approaches re-election is to execute on prior promises and accomplishments, but still promised investment in health care, help for the homeless, affordability and services for keiki and kupuna, and reasons to be confident.
Until every one of us together reach that place we can see just ahead, our Hawaii, a home that is more hopeful, a place where our values guide us, and where we always find a way forward together as one ohana.
As much attention is paid to this speech, it's actually just the beginning of a conversation which will be going on until the legislature adjourns in May. Reporting from the state capitol, Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
New video shows how a pair of suspects pulled off an armed robbery. HPD is now asking for your help to find them. Take a good look. Police say this man, armed with a gun, entered a Makaloa St convenience store last Friday and demanded money. That's when another armed man came in and helped take the cash, along with items from the store and the employee. After they left, the suspects were captured on surveillance video getting into a silver-colored sedan. Police say the car could be an older model Toyota Camry. If you recognize the men or the getaway car, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen. And coming up, a disturbing discovery during a hike on Kauai. We'll have details on this from the Garden Aisle. Plus,
Kaiser Permanente workers are back on the picket lines. I'm Dylan Ancheta in Moanalua with more on what led to this strike.
More than 200 Hawaii Kaiser Permanente workers are on strike. As our Dylan Ancheta reports, they're joining workers in California, calling on the company to come back to the bargaining table.
Involved in this strike locally are about 200 Kaiser Permanente workers. What drew them back to the picket lines is an apparent stalemate in their ongoing negotiations since their last strike in October.
It seems like there's a pattern right now, and so we want to be respectful, and we want to just return to the table and talk.
This strike involves pharmacists, rehabilitation therapists, and CRNAs who are represented by UHCP, the Union of Healthcare Professionals, and the United Nurses Associations of California. The Hawaii picketers are striking in conjunction with some 31,000 workers in California who also began their strike Monday over alleged unfair labor practices. They accuse Kaiser management of unlawfully undermining contract negotiations and also say they attempted to intimidate workers exercising their legal striking right. But prior to the start of the strike, Kaiser Permanente Hawaii said the unions agreed to return to local bargaining rather than national, which could set the ground for some progress in this stalemate.
Many of our employees have gone more than 3 months without a contract. That is long enough. They deserve wage increases, and our members deserve our full attention. Local bargaining will help us deliver both.
Kaiser added they have proposed wage increases of up to 21.5%, which they say is the strongest national bargaining they've ever made, and are hopeful they will reach a deal on the local level soon. The last time Kaiser workers were on strike was in October, and many of their concerns remain the same.
We're here to talk not about the wages. We don't want to focus about the wages. We are talking about patient safety and to stop the cuts on benefits and pension.
How long do you folks plan to keep this going?
We're going to be here until we are back to the table to negotiate, and expecting Kaiser to be respectful and being honest about actually coming to the table and talk.
The hospital said all facilities remain open during the strike, but some pharmacy locations may need to close or modify their hours. Dylan Ancheta, Hawaii News Now.
Kauai police are searching for the person who painted swastikas on a hiking trail. Our A'ali'i Duklo has a reaction from the Jewish community.
Yeah, Jennifer Carey hikes on the Sleeping Giant Trail every day. She calls it her safe space, but she felt she was in danger there on Sunday after what she saw.
It's just pure hate. You know, people who want me dead and don't know me.
A Jewish person herself, Carey felt unsafe and unwelcomed when she found these swastikas spray painted for about half a mile of the trail.
It's a kick in the gut. You know, I mean, it's more than a kick in the gut. It's horrifying. It's very unsettling.
A swastika symbol is a death threat to Jewish people. That symbolizes the murder of Jewish people. This is not an isolated incident.
Jewish community leader Lauren Miller has been on alert after a series of anti-Semitic crimes across the islands. Around New Year's Eve, synagogues on Oahu and Maui received an emailed bomb threat.
We know from our history that what starts as anti-Jewish rhetoric leads to vandalism, then it escalates to violence. And the type of violence that was seen in Australia last month, the massacre against Jews at a Hanukkah celebration.
That Bondi Beach shooting prompted Jewish leaders to increase security at a menorah lighting in Waikiki. Miller says protesters have also been holding offensive signs in Kapa'a. You can see a poster with a Star of David crossed out and another referencing the Holocaust.
I just felt like, you know, this was exactly how Nazi Germany started.
Uriel Churgin is the owner of food truck Shakalafel, which this woman repeatedly covered with anti-Semitic stickers until police arrested her.
I've never had any interaction with this woman in my life. She doesn't know anything about me, maybe the fact that I'm Jewish.
Miller is calling on the public to stand against all types of racism, whether on social media or by spreading the word in person.
This is not what Kauai is about. This is not what Hawaii is about. This is a place of aloha and welcoming for everyone, and no minority group should experience this kind of hatred.
You can also report any information you may have about this incident to police. Miller plans to gather volunteers to remove the swastikas over the coming days. If you'd like to join, we have more information on our website. A'ali'i Duklo, Hawaii News Now.
Stick around. Coming up after the break, we've got your full First Alert weather forecast, the details on the light winds and fog just ahead.
First Alert Weather with Drew Davis.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Here's what we're tracking in our First Alert weather forecast. I want to show you what we've got going on over the next couple of days. Light winds, light Kona winds are expected. And we've got a couple of fronts, one moving in Friday, which is going to be the weaker one out of the two. Another stronger one potentially coming into the picture on Sunday and Monday. And then we also have some northwest swells, one building in this evening and another one coming in on Thursday. A quick look outside at our First Alert radar and satellite. Pretty quiet out there right now. Let's just zoom in island by island. Not much in terms of rainfall across parts of the state. A few sprinkles over the eastern side of Oahu. Relatively dry across the majority of the state. Also some showers just offshore of Kailua Kona. Let's just take a look at our First Alert Futurecast because we still have some pop-up shower chances in the afternoon over the next couple of days due to the lighter winds. You might see a few leeward showers over on the Big Island, over near Kailua Kona and Waikoloa out there. Going into Wednesday afternoon, some pop-up showers, but a little bit drier going into Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday afternoon, sea breeze showers are also in the picture, but late Thursday night into Friday, we're watching this front that's going to be moving in. This is Friday morning around 11 a.m. We're starting to see a better chance for showers. Not going to be a washout, but a better chance for rainfall over the western half of the state. Then we start to see more windward rainfall over Maui County and Hawaii Island going into Friday and Saturday with a quick blast of northerly, northeasterly winds going into Friday evening and Saturday. We're watching another front that's going to be stronger coming into Monday, but again, it's too far out in the weather models to really show you what's going on. Our winds outside, overall southerly winds. We're seeing southerlies around 14 miles per hour in Lihue, and of course we're tracking fog that's going to be moving up across the entirety of the state because of that, all released from episode 41 of the most recent eruptive episode at Kilauea. Here's our surf and shoreline forecast. Like I mentioned, we've got a couple of swells, one moving in this afternoon and evening. North-facing shores for this afternoon around 8 to 12 face. West-facing shores around 6 to 8. South-facing shores around 2 to 4. And pretty choppy out on east-facing shores. Now, I want to show you our 7-day forecast going forward. Right now, we have Friday highlighted in red with that front that's going to be moving in. It's not going to be a washout for everybody. We're more concerned about that next front coming in Sunday into Monday. Still pretty far out in the weather models. Hazy throughout Tuesday and Wednesday. A little bit more sunshine over Thursday and Friday. That front moves in Friday midday and into the evening.
Thank you very much, Drew, for that update. The city is hiring and looking to fill positions across 16 different departments. Casey Lunn went out to learn more and try out for some of those jobs himself.
Well, it's physical work, and of course safety's number one, but if you're interested in jobs, not just here with the traffic sign folks, I've got Stan Dozine with me, but the Department of Facility Maintenance and many other jobs, there are plenty of opportunities through the city and county of Honolulu. They're hiring at 16 different departments. All right, Stan, this is my
Yes,
time to
sir.
shine. All right, so we pop out now that this vehicle started moving. We're blocking off one lane, the turning lane, of Kalaniana Ole Highway to help with the traffic flow in the morning. Stan, you guys do this every single day. What time do you start?
We start at 4:30 in the morning. We start closing off the contraflow around 5 o'clock.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about, how you got started in this. How long have you been working for the city?
I've been working for the city for 9 years. I started within this section, and then I've been coning from 2017 to 2022.
Yeah, so safety number one with Stan Dozine. And by the way, we want to give a shout out to Christopher, Kavika, our crew out here. Pay attention, by the way, PSA, while we have folks, when you're out there driving to work, rushing to school, whatever, pay attention. Make sure you're keeping these guys in your thoughts. They all want to go home to their family, so important message for drivers as well. Now, let's talk about the Career Expo. It's all happening Wednesday, the 28th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., all of the Blaisdell. Again, take a look at some of the city departments that are hiring right now. We've got the Department of Facility Maintenance, Environmental Services, all kinds, Department of Planning and Permitting as well. Many of those folks looking to fill some great roles. By the way, Stan, city's not a bad place to work when you talk about benefits, holidays off, all kinds of things. Are you happy at the city?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, very good.
Definitely.
And same thing with Christopher, who is, by the way, Christopher's been doing most of the work. I hop out like every once in a while to do a couple codes here and there, but mahalo to Stan and his crew here at the Department of Facility Maintenance. A reminder, 9 to 2 at the Blaisdell. Now, if you're interested, be ready to be interviewed. Come dressed to impress, bring your resume, because they are sometimes offering jobs right on the spot, or at least an interview. So be ready. There are some amazing opportunities, and not just with the city and county, although they have a lot of positions they're looking to fill. The state and many private sector jobs are available there too. If you missed any of those details, or you want to check out the Career Expo website, see who else might be there hiring as well, you can go to hawaiinewsnow.com. I got to get back to work. We'll send things back to you for now.
Thank you very much. Very informative, Casey. Be safe out there. A dog disappears for a brief moment during the aftermath of a winter snowstorm. We'll show you the rough conditions right after the break. Well, that winter storm that got much of the mainland bundling up, one dog is actually enjoying every snowflake. Take a look at this. A dog in New Hampshire momentarily disappears as it leaped into more than a foot of snow. This after a winter storm passed over the large parts of the United States. This footage shows an English Springer Spaniel jumping into pure powder in Durham, New Hampshire yesterday. Durham got 19.4 inches of snow, according to the local news report. Now remember the name Kalano Vale de Soto.
The 18-year-old from Makaha recently became the youngest ever winner of the Dahui Backdoor Shootout. The Makaha native is also the only one to win in the shortboard and longboard divisions. Kala is the son of the former world champion longboarder Dwayne DeSoto, and he's looking to continue the family legacy.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm so happy I could represent where I'm from, my family, my lineage. I'm just so grateful. This win feels amazing, but I gotta just keep working at it and keep striving for my goal.
DeSoto's next goal is securing a spot on the World Surf League Championship Tour. That's pretty awesome, to be that young and be that skilled at something.
I know, amazing. Yeah. And you were talking about some of the surf conditions that are going on this weekend, so we can
so we've got a couple of northwest swells coming our way. Let's actually take a look at our surf and shoreline forecast outside. North-facing shores around 8 to 12 feet. That's as we're going into this afternoon. It might be getting a little bit larger going into Wednesday morning. West-facing shores of Oahu around 6 to 8 feet. South-facing shores and east-facing shores still pretty small. And also, we were tracking a couple of fronts. These fronts off of the northwest Pacific are the culprits sending this energy our way for the swells moving in. Friday, we've got another front moving in. Seems like it's going to be a better chance for passing showers. Not going to be a complete washout for us. More windward Mauka showers expected. Saturday and Sunday look to be pretty nice. We're going to be warming up over the next couple of days with these weak southerly winds. And notice we might get a little bit cooler as we're going into Saturday and Sunday. Another front could be moving in Monday into Tuesday, which looks like it might be a little bit stronger, Jonathan. Might be getting a better chance for rain going forward. But in the meantime, just taking a look outside, it is hazy and sunny outside. It is a nice view from our tower cam looking west towards the Reef Runway. Beautiful out there.
Is it a bit muggy too, though?
A little bit muggy with these variable winds, yep.
All right, so we're going to feel some of that sweltering heat, but again, not as bad as being during the summer.
Yeah, not as bad. It's still pretty cool out there. We're going to be warming up this week, though. But beautiful weather outside. Enjoy it before we get some more rain heading into this weekend.
All right, thank you, Drew. And stay with us for more news coming up at 4 on K5, KHNL, and KGB.